नमो नमः। सर्वेषां पुनरेकवारं हार्दं स्वागतं। छात्राः, बहुदिनेभ्यः अनन्तरं वयं मिलामः। तर्हि सर्वे कुशलिनः सन्ति इति अहं मन्ये। Students, in today's online class, we are going to begin with a new topic of Sanskrit grammar, that is Upapad Vibhaktihi. Actually, the topic is not new for you, because last year itself you have got acquainted with the concept of Upapad Vibhaktihi. This year you will learn some new rules of Upapad Vibhaktihi. So first, let's see what exactly Upapad Vibhaktihi is.
Saha kalamena likhati. He is writing with a pen. The second sentence is Pita putrena saha apanam gacchati. Father goes to market along with the son. In these two sentences, the words kalamena and putrena are used in tritiya vibhaktihi. But in the first sentence, the word kalamena is used in tritiya because it is the karana karakam. And in the second sentence, the word putrena is used in tritiya vibhaktihi because of the word saha. Patrani vrukshat patanti. Leaves are falling from a tree. Balah gruhat bahihi kridati. A boy is playing outside the house. In these two sentences, the words vrukshat and gruhat are used in panchami vibhaktihi. But in the first sentence, the word vrukshat is used in panchami because it is the apadana karakam. Whereas in the second sentence, the word gruhat is used in panchami vibhaktihi because of the word bahihi. So we can say that in sentence number 1, the word kalamena is used in tritiya vibhaktihi and vrukshat is used in panchami vibhaktihi because of the rules of karak vibhaktihi. And in the sentence number 2, the word putrena is used in tritiya and gruhat is used in panchami because of the rules of upapad vibhaktihi.
So what is the difference between Karak Vibhaktihi and Upapad Vibhaktihi? The difference is Karak Vibhaktihi is dependent on the word's relation with the verb, and Upapad Vibhaktihi is dependent on certain dhatuhu or avyayam. Thus, we can say that in Sanskrit there are a few roots, that is dhatavaha, and indeclinables, that is avyayani, which require the use of a particular vibhaktihi, and it is called Upapad Vibhaktihi. Students, the rules of Upapad Vibhaktihi are applicable from Dvitiya Vibhaktihi to Saptami Vibhaktihi. So let's get started with Dvitiya Vibhaktihi. Students, in your syllabus, there are 4 indeclinables which govern Dvitiya Vibhaktihi, and they are Paritaha, Nikasha, Prati and Vina. Let's see the meanings of these words and the examples.
Paritaha means around and Nikasha means near. Let's see some example sentences. Vidyalayam paritaha vrukshaha santi. There are trees around the school. Gruham paritaha pushpavatika vartate. There is a garden of flowers around the house. In these two sentences, the words Vidyalayam and Gruham are used in Dvitiya Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable Paritaha. Samudram Nikasha Shilpalayaha Vartate. There is a museum near the ocean. Nadin Nikasha Mandiram Asti. There is a temple near the river. In these two sentences, the words Samudram and Nadim are used in Dvitiya Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable Nikasha. Prati means to or towards, and vina means without. Let's see the example sentences. Shishyah ashramam prati agachat. A student went towards the hermitage. Sainikaha rajadhanim prati agachanti. Soldiers are coming towards the capital. Parishramam vina dhanam na labhate. Wealth cannot be earned without hard work. Jalam vina jeevanam ashakyam. Life is impossible without water. In these sentences, the words ashramam and rajadhanim are used in dvitiya because of the indeclinable prati, and the words parishramam and jalam are used in dvitiya because of the indeclinable vina. I hope you have understood it.
The next vibhakti is tritiya vibhakti. The indeclinables which govern tritiya vibhakti are saha, samam, sardham, vina, alam and heenah. Let's see the meanings of the words and the example sentences.
Saha, samam and sardham. All the three words mean with, and vina means without. Let's see the example sentences. Ramena saha Sita vanam agachat. Sita went to forest along with Ram. Mitrena samam Madhavah jantushalang gacchati. Madhav is going to the zoo along with his friend. Chhatraihi sardham adhyapakah kavyam gayanti. A teacher is singing a poem along with his students. In these three sentences, the indeclinables saha, samam and sardham are used, due to which the words before these indeclinables are used in tritiya vibhakti. Let's see some more examples. Prayatnena vina yashah ashakyam. Success can't be achieved without efforts. And mayuraihi vina udyanam na shobhate. Garden doesn't look beautiful without peacocks. In these two sentences, the words prayatnena and mayuraihi are used in tritiya vibhakti because of the indeclinable vina. The next two indeclinables are alam and heenah. Alam means enough and heenah means devoid of or without. Alam is used with the word in tritiya vibhakti when we want to stop someone from doing something. For example, chhatraha alam kolahalena. Students, enough of making noise. It means don't make noise. Alam chintaya. Enough of worrying. It means don't worry. Alam vivadena. Enough of quarreling. In these three examples, the words kolahalena, chintaya and vivadena are used in tritiya vibhakti because of the indeclinable alam. Let's see some more examples. Dharmena heenah manushyah pashubhihi samanah. A man without dharma is equal to animals. Parnaihi heenah vrukshah na shobhate. A tree devoid of leaves doesn't look good. In these two sentences, the words dharmena and parnaihi are used in tritiya vibhakti because of the indeclinable heenah.
The next one is chaturthi vibhakti. There are three dhatus and one indeclinable which govern chaturthi vibhakti. The dhatus are ruch, dayach and kup, and the indeclinable is namaha. Let's try to understand these rules with the help of some examples.
Rucharoch means to like and dayach means to give. Rucharoch is the Atmanepadi Dhatuhu, and the one who likes something should be used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi. Dayach is the Parasmaipadi Dhatuhu, and the receiver should be used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi. Let's try to understand it with the help of some examples. Ganeshaya modakaha rochante. Lord Ganesha likes modaks. Balikayai nartanam rochate. A girl likes dancing. Dhanikah nirdhanaya vastrani yachati. A rich man gives clothes to a poor person. Mata shishave kridanakam ayachat. Mother gave a toy to the child. In these 4 sentences, the words Ganeshaya, Balikayai, Nirdhanaya and Shishave are used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi because the form of either Rucharoch or Dayach is used in these sentences. Let's see some more examples. Kup means to be angry, and the indeclinable namaha is used to offer salutation. Kup is the Parasmaipadi Dhatuhu, and it is conjugated like Nrita Dhatuhu. And the person with whom one gets angry should be used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi. For example, Janani putraya kupyati. Mother gets angry with the son. And Adhyapakah chhatrebhyah kupyati. A teacher gets angry with students. In these 2 sentences, the words putraya and chhatrebhyah are used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi because the form of kup dhatuhu is used in these 2 sentences. Let's see some more examples. Devebhyah namaha. Salutation to all the gods. Sharadayai namaha. Salutation to goddess Sharada. In these 2 sentences, the words Devebhyah and Sharadayai are used in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable namaha.
Let's move on to the next Vibhaktihi, that is Panchami Vibhaktihi. There are 2 indeclinables and 2 dhatus which require Panchami Vibhaktihi. The indeclinables are Vina and Bahihi, and the dhatus are Bhi and Raksh. Students, as Vina governs Dvitiya, Trutiya and Panchami Vibhaktihi, you can use any one of these Vibhaktis. Now let me take you to the meanings of these words and the example sentences.
Vina means without and Bahihi means outside or out. Jnanat vina na muktihi. There is no liberation without knowledge. Vidyayaha vina naraha na shobhate. Man doesn't look good means he doesn't get respect without knowledge. Gruhat bahihi kupah asti. There is a well outside the house. Pathashalayaha bahihi udyanam vartate. There is a garden outside the school. In these sentences, the words Jnanat and Vidyayaha are used in Panchami Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable Vina, and Gruhat and Pathashalayaha are used in Panchami because of the indeclinable Bahihi. The next 2 are the roots. Bhi dhatuhu means to be afraid of, and Raksh dhatuhu means to protect. Bhi is the Parasmaipadi dhatuhu, and the cause of fear should always be in Panchami Vibhaktihi. Raksh is also the Parasmaipadi dhatuhu, and the one from whom a person seeks protection should be in Panchami Vibhaktihi. Before we see the examples, let's see how the dhatuhu bhi is conjugated. Here are the forms of bhi dhatuhu in latlakarah. Bibheti, bibhitah, bibhitah, bibhyati pratham purushah. Bibheshi, bibhithah, bibhithah, bibhith, bibhith, madhyam purushah. Bibhemi, bibhivah, bibhivah, bibhimah, bibhimah, uttam purushah. Now let's see some examples. Mrugah simhat bibheti. A deer is scared of a lion. Balakah sarpat bibheti. A boy is scared of or afraid of a snake. Ishwarah bhaktan sankatat rakshati. God protects his devotees from a calamity. Sainikaha desham shatrubhyah rakshanti. Soldiers protect the nation from the enemies. In these 4 sentences, the words simhat, sarpat, sankatat and shatrubhyah are used in Panchami Vibhaktihi because of the use of either the form of bhi dhatuhu or raksha dhatuhu in the sentences.
The next one is Shashti Vibhaktihi. There are 4 indeclinables which require Shashti Vibhaktihi, and they are Upari, Adhah, Puratah and Prushthatah. Now let's try to understand how to use the words with these indeclinables with the help of some examples.
Upari means above or on, and Adhah means below or under. Vrukshasya upari vanaraha santi. There are monkeys on the tree. Pustakam utpithikayaha upari asti. A book is on the table. In these 2 sentences, the words vrukshasya and utpithikayaha are used in Shashti Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable upari. Vrukshasya adhah pathikah tishtati. A traveler is standing under a tree. Kashtafalakasya adhah kandukah asti. A ball is under the wooden bench. In these 2 sentences, the words vrukshasya and kashtafalakasya are used in Shashti Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable adhah. Let's see some more examples. Puratah means in front of and Prushthatah means behind. Ramasya puratah Hanuman asti. Hanuman is there in front of Lord Rama. Guhayaha puratah mahati shila vartate. There is a huge rock in front of the cave. Krishnasya prushthatah dhenavah santi. There are cows behind Lord Krishna. Ashramasya prushthatah nadi vahati. A river flows behind the hermitage. In these 4 sentences, the words Ramasya and Guhayaha are used in Shashti Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable Puratah, and Krishnasya and Ashramasya are used in Shashti Vibhaktihi because of the indeclinable Prushthatah. I hope you have understood it.
The next one is Saptami Vibhaktihi. There are three words which govern Saptami Vibhakti. Out of these three, two are dhatus, sneha and V plus shwas, and one is the adjective, and it is nipuna. Let's see the meanings of these words and some examples.
Sneha dhatuhu means to be affectionate or to love, and V plus shwas dhatuhu means to trust or to believe in. Sneha is the parasmaipadi dhatuhu and it is conjugated like that of nrita dhatuhu. And the one who is loved should be used in Saptami Vibhakti. V plus shwas is also the parasmaipadi dhatuhu and the one deserving of trust should be used in Saptami Vibhakti. Before we see the examples, let's see how the dhatuhu V plus shwas is conjugated in latlakarah. Here are the forms of V plus shwas dhatuhu in latlakarah. Vishwasiti, Vishwasitah, Vishwasanti pratham purushah, Vishwasishi, Vishwasithah, Vishwasitha madhyam purushah, Vishwasimi, Vishwasivah, Vishwasimah uttam purushah. Now let's see some examples. Mata putre snihyati. Mother loves the son. Guruhu shishyeshu snihyati. A preceptor or a teacher loves his disciples. In these two sentences, the words putre and shishyeshu are used in Saptami Vibhakti because of the form of sneha dhatuhu is used in the sentences. Let's see some more examples. Adhyapakah chhatre vishwasiti. A teacher believes in a student. Swami sevake vishwasiti. Master trusts the servant. In these two sentences, the words chhatre and sevake are used in Saptami Vibhakti because of the use of the form of the dhatuhu V plus shwas in the sentences. Nipuna means expert or skilled. Saha vyakarane nipunah. He is expert in grammar. Balika chitrakalayam nipuna. A girl is skilled in the art of drawing. In these two sentences, the words vyakarane and chitrakalayam are used in Saptami Vibhakti because of the use of the adjective nipuna. I hope you have understood it.
So students, I hope that you have understood all the rules of Upapad Vibhakti. Now, I am going to ask you some questions based on Upapad Vibhakti. So get ready to solve the questions.
Here is the question. Uchita padaihi riktasthana purting kuruta. Students, as you already know, you can pause the video, think about the answers, and once it is done, you can go to the part where the answers will be displayed. Let's see the questions. The first one is Putri dash sardham apanam gacchati. The second one is dash nikasha anekani kshetrani santi. Question number 3. Dash Samskrita bhasha rochate. Fourth question is dash puratah chhatraha upavishanti. Fifth one is balika dash bibheti. And the sixth one is saha dash nipunah asti.
Students, I assume that you have solved all the questions and you are ready with your answers. So let's check the answers.
Here are the answers. Putri dash sardham apanam gacchati, and the answer is matra. The next one is dash nikasha anekani kshetrani santi, and the answer is the option G, gramam. Dash samskrita bhasha rochate, and the answer is the option K, mahyam. Dash puratah chhatraha upavishanti, and the answer is shikshikayaha. Balika dash bibheti, and the answer is the option G, mushakat. And the last one is Sah dash nipunah asti, and the answer is the option Kh, pathane. I hope your answers are correct.
So students, that brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope you have understood the part discussed by us today. We will meet again with a new topic. Dhanyavadaha. Punarmilamah.